When it all comes together, you'll look at that one map and you'll say, Jesus, is this thing ever accurate? I was impressed when it all came together. I force-feeded this sumbitch for years. Went down there to the drainage that Dustin wants to go to. We force-feeded that map on there. It don't fit. I went 2 trips over that mountain there.
After hiking all day, we were in the exact same spot we were in yesterday. Everybody's spirits are kind of low. You know, we want to cover more ground, and Dad wants us to stay together instead of splitting up into 2 teams, which I think makes more sense. But we're looking for a grassy, easy walking drainage that goes down, and we're not seeing it. And we're almost to the crest of this mountain. And I don't know, day 3, time is of the essence, and hoping we find something, but spirits are low at this point.
Day 4, about 5 o'clock in the morning. Don't know if I got the will to live any longer. My body hurts.
I think we should be fishing and buy Doug a vein of gold. Just so we can get out of this alive.
It's cold today. We should be home watching NASCAR. Still
Oh
not
my
fucking
God.
cold. Not a freaking cold.
Why are we here? Why are we doing this? I'm dying. I want to go home. It is colder today. And then it's going to rain on us and be even colder. And I'm feeling hypothermia already.
Was there a little argument last night?
What's that?
Was there a little argument last night?
Oh boy. I think we should go out and mess with Doug again. Because he's convinced that he had the vein as she was standing on it last time. And you guys had metal detected it. And he's the only one that remembers that part. It's kind of suspicious. And then he says that it was rang out with the metal detector and they knew exactly where it was. And then for some strange reason they left. And when I said, why didn't you just dig it up? He said, well, it was the last day. I guess you don't dig up a vein of gold on the last day. Must be bad luck. Oh boy.
Somebody would have turned the heat up.
The funniest part is he's convinced that one of the guys on the previous trip came back and moved a boulder. It's like his reference. That was pretty funny. I'm going to get in serious trouble for this interview. But he really thinks that one of the guys from the last trip came back, went up there, moved a boulder, because he was in the right meadow, but the boulder wasn't there. That's a little scary.
We got checked out by a bear last night. Must have been, I don't know, 2 in the morning. I heard it. Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't hear it over. You couldn't hear anything, I don't think, did you?
You think we got checked out by a bear?
Yeah, I heard something out there kind of snorting and heard a couple of pops. Stafford says he thinks he heard something too.
You know, I heard pops too, like weird pops. I thought it was the electric fence shorting out.
That's what I thought. Maybe
Really?
like zapping a bear.
I did hear that.
I wonder if anybody walked the perimeter and see if they got any bear shit.
I did hear that, and I thought the same thing. I thought, well, maybe it's a bear, and then I heard like the snapping, like an electrical snapping.
And my body said, "Oh well."
Yeah, and
I have lots of guns around me.
No, I just figured he can just eat me at this point. I don't care. I don't have to hike today if I get eaten by a bear last night. Yeah, I heard it too.
One more day. We gotta find this gold.
Oh, quit it, George. You're killing me. Yeah. Delusional day 3.
Day 4.
4. Oh, yeah. What day is it?
Last night, I'm not sure what time it was because I forgot to bring my watch in. I got woken up and the thought in my mind was something just hit the bear fence because you'll hear a pop. And what we've got is a 2-wire system with a control and a grounding rod over here, and a gate over there. Runs around, bear comes up, or anybody comes up and touches one of the hot wires. Ground here is wet enough, they've got an instant ground, they get zapped. It's just a pulse, puts out a 1/4 joule, which is about 5 times the pulse it takes to control wild cattle when you bring them off the range into a pen. So it's a definite zap. I've used systems like this up in my cabin, and you can see where the bears hit it because it's usually an instant poop right there behind the fence. So we heard the pop, woke up, listened, heard a couple branches break, heard some sniffing, that sort of thing. Looks like there's some tracks over here, or maybe something came down and checked us out and got a little more than they bargained for and moseyed on their way. So we've seen tracks of probably a 3 to 4 year old grizz, not too big, definitely big enough, as well as a sow with some cub tracks. So they're here. We make enough noise that they should hear us from a mile away, and we don't move too fast, so we ain't sneaking up on nothing. So as long as we don't get in a situation where the wind's wrong or they can't hear us, we're walking the wrong way with the wind, can't smell us coming, we shouldn't have any problems with bear.
Trying to find out where the bear hit the fence too, because I heard it and I thought at first it was fire cracking, and so I'm like, snap, snap, and I'm like, that wasn't fire cracking. Then I set up to get my bearings facing the fire to hear where it came from, and it definitely came from over in this direction somewhere. Did you find out where it hit the fence?
Yeah, right there.
Is it right behind me? Really? Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I don't think he's I think he moseyed on out, but I really didn't hear a grunt. I didn't hear any crashing. It's not like something that hurt him to teach him a lesson. It definitely deterred him. But you know, if he was hungry, I think he'd come through it. But yeah, I think Stafford's right. I think it was enough to make him think twice about it, which is pretty scary.